Hello, my friends. Happy to be back at your vision.blog. My name is Georg Lanzinger, and today I have a fantastic guest. It's Patrycja Pielaszek. Patrycja is founder of many companies. She's a mentor and facilitator, and she helps people to enable themselves. Hello, Patrycja.
Hello, Georg. Thanks for having me.
Yes, it's a pleasure for me to have you here. Patrycja, now it's your time. Please introduce yourself a little bit, who you are and what you are doing.
Thank you. Tricky question. Always important how much time we have, but I try to make it short and crispy, although I have a huge luggage, with me. So, being an immigrant from Poland here in Switzerland, coming to this country in 81, I ended up in a male tech environment. For more than 14 years, I was working in an executive position, first in health tech and afterwards in fintech. Always in male environments with, techies, nerds, developers, in a world that was pretty new to me, since I was the specialist in corporate communications and investor relations. So you see, already during that time, I had lots of contact with different languages. And with languages, I'm not talking about, German, English. I'm talking about expert languages. And yeah, that was quite challenging to get a common understanding, get a common understanding of what is actually happening, what is actually the challenge, what the work is that you have to do. So after 14 years, as mentioned, in corporate world, I decided to go myself on an adventure and explore different ways how to bring different experts closer together. Like how we could find one common language disregarding the expertise and the language, the expert language. Since I think, since my childhood, since I had my first Commodore computer, I was super interested how we can develop something new, how can we can create something new, something innovative. And speaking about innovation, open innovation, you also know, Georg, we need to have different perspectives, different expertises, and different approaches to a problem. Otherwise, how do you want to be innovative if everything is just nodding around you and say, yeah, Georg, I wanted to say the same? You cannot be innovative that way. So, yeah, it's actually a couple of years ago that I started my adventure. And I don't regret it. I'm super happy to discover new approaches, new methodologies, and also angles where you can approach collaboration in many different ways, and also how you can create an open environment where you can engage more personalities, no matter what culture, what language, what age, etc. is behind it, that people find a way to get closer, to listen to each other, and to speak to each other, to be curious about each other's experiences, and how they could, and trying to find out how they could collaborate better. So this is actually my journey in a nutshell. Is there anything I missed? Is there anything you want to know more?
So, about your journey, how you came from Poland to Switzerland, it's also in the recording about your latest TEDx talk. I will link to it for the people who are interested to see it. And as you mentioned, it is very important to have different views on a specific problem to get a good solution, to find it. and you have the ability, as far as I know, to show the people the different angles that the people can see, or the people can combine all their knowledge together to find a solution. Can you give us an example? What was your trickiest question?
Well, I experienced huge challenges and lots of questions, like, having these elephants in the room, and I was very much under pressure, and I was not satisfied with my performance. During corporate life, while we were doing a lot of divestments and acquisitions, worldwide, in the US, in Asia, in UK, in Germany. Especially in Germany, you would think, oh, Germans are so close to the Swiss culture. These were the most challenging acquisitions and integrations of new divisions in our organization. So having not only the patience and the openness and being truly attentive to the people, because at that time, while I was in corporate, this human-centric view was not really a topic in organizations. We were really driven by profitability. I mean, still there are organizations which are mainly in as a first priority driven by profitability. But I observe a shift. I observe a transformation, and I'm looking forward to the new generation of organizations who focus on people and try to find the best mix of people to perform automatically, because performance comes automatically if you like to collaborate. So coming back to these acquisitions, yes, it was a huge challenge. Not only the distance, but also, as I mentioned, the culture, because they had already in their ecosystem, they had already their own dynamics and also politics and culture. And being acquired by a Swiss tech company and being integrated in this different culture is very painful. It's very painful. And this is, no matter how good your strategy and your tactics are, when it comes to human beings, you need to put on social first. Social, like acknowledge, recognize the extra work that everyone is doing in the organization, especially in the acquired organization. So we speak here about large sizes. So this is quite challenging. It's much easier if you have a smaller environment. But getting to know the people in a different entity, I think it was in northern Germany, and getting to know each other. Of course, you were able to call them, to do video conferences, but we both know this is not replacing the personal contact, and to find out what actually drives you. I mean, I'm sure, Georg, when we meet in person, we'll find out much faster what drives us, what drives our motivation for everything what we're doing, no matter if it's about our professional life or our private life. So this is what happened during the acquisition, and it took a long time. So you need to have really not only patience, but also the energy to constantly nurture the relationship between these people and between you and the new employees, but also about the existing departments and the new departments from the new entity. And it takes time. It takes time.
Yes. And the personal contact is very important for the knowledge exchange. Patrycja, at the 3rd of October, you have a fantastic workshop from Vicoco. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, with pleasure. I'm looking very much forward to speak with Anna Stando, who is an expert in DEIB and also passionate lean-in leader, but also with Isabel Steinhoff, the co-founders of the metaverse startup called Diamond Tears, about co-creating a more inclusive future with the use of tech, all kind of tech. And everyone is welcome.
That's fantastic. And for the people who are interested in it, you will find below the link that you can apply for it, and it will be next week at the 3rd of October. And we know that it is very important working together with tech and not working for tech.